morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Caradonna's 2023 Master Series. And today we're very fortunate to be streaming live from Buddy Dive Resort in Bonaire. And our host is Sarah, the social media manager from Buddy Dive. And she's going to take us for a walk on site and tell us all the great things that are happening with Buddy Dive right now. Go ahead, Sarah, take it away.
Thank you so much, Elisa. Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah. I am, as Lisa said, the social media manager at Buddy Dive, but I'm also a dive instructor here at the resort. So today I'm here to tell you all of the things you need to know about Bonaire and about our resort if you guys are considering creating a vacation to Buddy Dive. So first of all, Buddy Dive Resort is a resort, which means we have a hotel at the location, but we also have a dive shop at the location. We offer a great variety of boat dives and courses, but from our dive shop, we do a bunch of different services. One of the services I would like to talk to you guys about is our courses. So we try to have something for everybody. We have courses for the beginning divers, so we teach open water courses. We also teach PADI advanced courses, but we also teach all the way up to technical diving. So we try to make a big variety of different things to offer you guys. We also offer a bunch of guided dives. We offer night dives. We offer guided shore dives. We offer wreck dives. So all kinds of different things of diving. Buddy Dive Resorts also has 2 restaurants on location. So we have Blenders Restaurant, which is our beach restaurant, but we also have Ingredients, which is our more fine dining restaurant. We also located super close to town. Most of our guests who come here rent a car with us. So it's super easy to get groceries. We have full equipped kitchen in the apartments. There's plenty of options for you to cook yourself and make your vacation just how you like it. I am right now sitting outside our dive shop. We have the ocean right out here. And we also have 2 swimming pools on location. So right next to our beach bar, you'll find a swimming pool. And then we have another pool, which we use for teaching. So if you're coming here to do your first introductional course to diving, we have a pool that is dedicated for that. Then once you're done with your pool exercises, we will take you right here in the ocean. Now you can see the beautiful blue sky as well. And we'll make sure that your first experience with diving becomes as pleasant as possible. We just had a VIP guest from Caradonna visiting us this week, Kim Mackey, who is a travel agent of Caradonna, who finished her open water diver course just yesterday. I would have loved to have her here with me, but she was so keen on diving that she went on a boat dive this morning. So I believe her course went really, really well. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is when we do the night dives here at Buddies. So we always try to make it to give you guys something different. So if a couple of days a month, we have the options of doing astrocut dives. It's something that is happening right now, which is a bioluminescent dive, where you see small crustaceans during their mating ritual light up underwater. So we have a bunch of different things that you can only experience here on Bonaire. That we like to offer here at the dive shop. I think one of the things that really makes Buddy Dive something special is our staff. One thing we have, I will show you guys, is that on the resort, there we go, we have a wall of all of our employees. So if you're ever doing a course or anything, you will be able to see who your instructor is. In a second, I will have you guys meet the one and only Augusto, who is the operational manager here at Buddy Dive. Augusto has been around for 21 years and has been managing this shop. I'm sure if you guys have been here before, you've most definitely met him. You might also have met Martino, who is his second hand. And is always there to help out. So he will be right here with me in 5 minutes, and then I am very excited to introduce you guys. We also have one of the coolest things is that when we go from the pool to the ocean, we only walk a few steps And then right here, you have our beautiful, beautiful house reef. The depth at the house reef, the beginning depth is around 9 feet, so it's not very deep, so it's perfect for beginners. We have a special training area because on Bonaire we are a protected marine park. Touch anything, we don't want to touch anything, but we made a where we take our students so they calmly can get introduced to the ocean and to the waters of Bonaire. I would like to introduce you guys to Augusto, if you would be so kind to have a seat.
Hello, everybody.
Do you have anything you want to say?
I always have a lot to say. And number one, I have to say welcome and thank you for your time to listen to us. Unfortunately, we're forced to be here in paradise and to live this horrible life where we wear flip-flops and shorts, sometimes shoes, and we're surrounded by beautiful waters. So I would like to invite all of you to Bonaire, to Body Dive Resort. Obviously, contact Caradonna to book your trip, and we'll take care of the rest. Once you set foot on this island, we'll make sure you'll fall in love with it. And our job and main objective here is to make sure you have a wonderful vacation. Whatever you want to do here, diving, not diving, getting certified, just go on the boats. We're here to make sure that we achieve that and more. And the end result is that we are always surrounded by repeat customers, happy clients, and it makes an easier and happier life for everybody. So I'm Augusto. I've been here for 20 years, year 21 counting. And I lost my passport. I'm not allowed to leave this island anymore. So no complaints. I will have to take it that way. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Augusto.
You're welcome. See you on Bonaire. Hurry up.
So now you guys met Augusto, my crazy boss. But he is very right in what he's saying. Once you start coming to Bonaire, you really don't want to leave. But as I said, I think the staff is what really makes Body Dive something special. So I would like to quickly show you guys the shop from the inside. So I'm going to turn the camera around one more time and introduce you to two of the ladies working here at Body Dive. So one of our employees, Vanessa. Don't run away.
Hello.
This is Vanessa. Vanessa is one of our dive instructors.
Yes.
And Vanessa, can you tell me a little bit about what you are doing today?
Today, I am working on getting everyone checked out for their week of diving.
Yeah.
That's
the
easiest part of my day at the moment.
Yeah. Yesterday you went on a boat, right?
Yes.
So how does that usually work?
Hi. Around. Tina is right there.
Hey, baby.
Stand over here.
Yeah, so I went on a 2-tank afternoon boat dive with a really nice group of people. And then we did 2 dives in the northern part of the island. It was great.
And how are the reefs doing?
Really, really beautiful, especially the northern side of the island. The reef is still in really good shape, lots of fish life. We saw a lot of really cool, amazing things. And we went to Jeff Davis, which is one of the big reef renewal outplanting sites. That was really beautiful to see.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Vanessa. All right, so this was Vanessa. Vanessa's been working at Body Dive for 3 years by now, I believe, and is teaching a bunch of varieties of different courses, but is also occasionally jumping on a boat, guiding some of our guests, making sure that you guys get the best possible experience. So I am taking you guys out to our dock at the moment. So we are so lucky to have 2 docks. This is our northern dock, and this over here is our southern dock. So right now, as you can see, it's a little bit empty with boats because 3 of our boats left this morning to take guests on guided boat dives, including Kim. So right now we have 1 boat who is still with us this morning. Usually when we have the boats with us, we try to make some boat maintenance and make sure that the boats are still super up to date and super diving prone. We also have a nice little activity board over here. which shows some of the activities that we offer here at Body Dive. We always try to have as many things available for you guys, so you can, of course, enjoy your vacation and relax, but also if you feel like educating yourself a little more, we have different options. We also supply you lockers that you will find right in there, where you can store all of your dive equipment, so you don't have to bring it to your room every day. The next place I would like to show you is our rental area. So we have 2 windows, one over here, one over there, which is where you will get your rental equipment. If you have some equipment that needs to be fixed or something, this is here. We will help you out. A few amazing technicians on our next place is our tank station. So when you're staying at Body Dive, you will have an unlimited air package. That's what most people choose to do. And then you can go diving 24/7 on our house reef. So we will make sure that you always have tanks that are full for you to go diving. We have analyzers standing out on dock if you're diving night tracks, and we just try to make it as easy for you as possible. The last thing I want to show you for the facilities is our rinse tanks. So rinse tanks, you can rinse all of your equipment down here, and then you can just store it in the lockers and don't have to worry about it. And don't have to worry about taking wet equipment with you. I see Martino standing on dock. He is the last person I would like you guys to meet. So let me just check if I can get his attention for a second. Do you want to talk to me in a second? Yeah. So he will be joining us in a little bit. But yeah, more rinse bins. We also have them over here. And we also supply you guys with a map over our house reef. One little bonus information I can give you while we wait for Martino is that if you are into any kind of coral restoration, reef restoration, we have a very close collaboration with Reef Renewal Bonaire. This means that on our house reef, if you've been here before, you might remember the little Christmas trees with the coral hanging. That is where we do our part to try to restore and protect the reef. So on these little underwater trees, we will have corals hanging that will grow there. And then once they become big enough, we will outplant them on our own reef. So if you go diving on our house reef, you will also see big patches of staghorn corals that just keep growing. And we also offer the reef renewal course, which is a reef restoration course, which for coral lovers is ideal. So during this course, you will learn how to clean the trees. You will also learn how to cut down the corals and how to outplant them. So if you have a little coral lover hiding inside of you, then please do an effort and try to get some information about our reef renewal course, because I'm sure you would love it. But as Augusto said, if you're considering doing your vacation here to Body Dive, don't hesitate to contact Caradonna. We've had them with us for, I believe, more than 30 years, making travels to Body Dive and Bonaire, and we are loving every second of having their guests over here. So don't hesitate to contact them if that is what you need. Let's go check one more time on Martino. I'll show you the water one more time, just because it's pretty.
Well, yeah, you were like right next to me. I didn't even see you.
Ja, leuk. Jij moet ook voor een vlog. Moet ik even...
I'm trying to stare him down so he will have time. And I think it's working. Hola, Martino. So Martino is here to tell us a little bit about how it is to dive on Bonaire and how it is to dive the reefs and all of the conditions.
Yes.
So how are you today, Martino?
I'm doing fine. How's everybody doing here?
I think they're doing well.
Yeah.
So if you start by telling me how you ended up on Bonaire.
Well, that's a long story, but I'll try to keep it short. Actually, I was born in Holland. My family's from the island. So eventually I came to Bonaire as a little kid. Spent most of my time till I was 12 years old. And Actually, I got sent back to Holland because I didn't want to go to school. I was always along the water side, either fishing or snorkeling or whatever. So eventually said, no, you have to go back. So to do your education. And eventually I did that. And I was 24. I decided to come back to the island for my family, and I started diving. So I ended up suddenly working for a dive shop and became instructor, and eventually here at Body Dive as assistant manager.
For 22 years?
22 years in October, yes.
22 years in October.
Yeah.
So I guess the diving must be pretty good around Bonaire since you decided to stay.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about everything about the water and the reefs?
About the reefs, actually, is of course been some other places, but I like Bonaire because of the easy diving, especially when you can do shore diving. Most other places you need to have a boat to get to most dive sites. So, but Bonaire has the variety. You can do boat dives. You have a nice tiny island called Klein Bonaire here, where you can go with the boat, of course, and also north and south. You can take a pickup truck, for instance, or any vehicle that can carry tanks and equipment. Just go and set up your equipment there and just walk in the water. So, yeah.
It is very nice.
Yeah.
And how about the water temperature? What would you recommend for a new diver? Would you wear 5 mil, 7 mil?
It can differ, also depending how many dives you do a day. But usually, yeah, for the beginners, I would say like you can do full wetsuit, 3 millimeter will do. But if you're doing like one dive a day, a short will also do.
Yeah. And a lot of people even come here only diving rash guards and shorts.
They also do, yeah. Depending if you come from a cold area, Bonaire will be nice and warm water anyway.
Yeah.
Except according to a couple of days, eventually you're gonna feel a little bit chill, but most of the time they're like, oh no, it's fine, hot water.
Yeah.
Hot water, warm water then, yeah.
I want to get a little bit back to the easy diving. So what do you think Body Dive does, which makes the diving so easy?
It makes it very easy, to be honest. We have a nice drive-through. I don't know, show the guests also later on, but yeah, we do have a drive-through. You can just park your car there, collect your tanks. We also have a nice lockers to put your stuff away. So you just grab your equipment, put it back in the truck, and
it's
off you
almost
go.
like going to McDonald's, but just instead
Yeah,
of
yeah.
picking up food, you pick up dive tanks.
Exactly. Yeah. So it makes it easy. So you don't have to unload and load from long distance to get where you have in other places. So it's nice and comfortable to do so. Yeah.
I also think, especially here at our house reef, that we have the tanks available all the time, that we also have ladders, so it's easy entry. You don't have to like climb down like a shoreline or anything. It's just super, super easy getting in the water.
Exactly.
But yeah, thank you so much, Martino.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, hope to see you all soon over here in Bonaire.
All right. I think that is it for me. Eliza, I don't know if you want to add a few words towards the end, but
Thank you.
otherwise, I want to say thank you all. It's been amazing showing you guys the resort, and I hope to see you.
Thank you, Sarah. It's a great presentation. It's really great to see Bonaire live. I will say that the nice thing about Buddy Dive, especially for our younger audiences, is such a mix of young people, and it's really, so people who are just considering getting involved with diving, it's really an atmosphere that encourages and does, the buddy system just goes above and beyond. You really develop long-term friendships, and our clients from Caradonna have repeat year over year over year. Every time we're at a show, buddy dive. So you do a great job, and we really appreciate it. I don't know if any of our agents have received any questions or if have any questions. Doris is on to help us out with that. If you want to ask some questions, Doris.
Hey, Sarah, good to see you.
See you soon.
I want to say that Sarah does it all. She will help us with reservations. She's out diving. She's a huge asset to Buddy Dive, and it's so great to see your smiling face. It was a great presentation. Can you tell us a little bit more about the boat schedule and the sign-up board and how that all works?
Definitely. So we have the same boat schedule almost every week. Sometimes there might be fewer changes. But usually we will have a 2-tank going out at 8:10 in the morning. So that will be 2 dives. And then at 2:10, we will have a 1-tank going out. So that will be the same every day throughout the week. Sometimes if we have a busy week, we will also have a 2 tank going out at 1 p.m. We used to do a big board where people would sign up for the boat dives. But after COVID, they did some changes, and now instead we have an online system. So when you have to book your boat dives, let's say you have a package of 6 boat dives, then you go into the shop and you talk to Vanessa, who I just introduced you to, or Tina, or whoever else is in the shop, and they will book in the boat dives for you. But it's super easy. You can book 1 week in advance, and you make sure you get your boat dives in.
Awesome. That sounds great. And can you also tell us, we get a lot of single divers, and we always encourage them, of course, to do boat dives so that they are buddied up. But what is kind of the policy if there's other divers nearby or in the water? Is that okay for them to go shore diving as long as they have somebody kind of nearby? Or what's the policy for singles?
So we don't ever want anybody to go diving alone. So we always recommend the boat dives, but we always try to figure it out. So the cool thing about Buddy is that all of our guests are super open and super nice. So usually if you just stick around the dock and you see somebody going diving, you can always tag along. But we also made something new, which is a little looking for a buddy board where you can write like either your phone number or your room number, contact information. And then through that board, you can find other divers that are diving as single divers this week. And that's usually what happens. And we also always try to pair people up. So if you know that somebody is diving alone and we know somebody else is diving alone, we usually try to put them together so they can go diving off the shore on their own. We also always recommend people to enter the Facebook group called Bonaire for Divers, which is a big Facebook group for all divers on Bonaire. And if people write a post there being like, hey, I'm on Bonaire for this amount of time, I need a buddy, then it's almost 100% guaranteed that you will find a buddy for the week.
Awesome. That sounds great. And then lastly, are there any particular dive sites that you would recommend maybe people would do by boat versus by shore, even if it is accessible by shore? Maybe they're just not wanting to climb a bunch of, steps or do something. Are there some dive sites that you would say would be good to do by boat?
Yes. So in general, all of our boat dives are amazing. We always try to go to dive sites that are not available from shore or very difficult from shore. Klein Bonaire is definitely a must-see for me. Like if you're going to Bonaire, you have to do at least a few dives over at Klein Bonaire because the reef is just different. But another favorite dive site of mine is 1000 Steps. So it's up north and it is available from shore, but there is, I believe it's 67 steps down a staircase. And carrying all of that with your equipment down is fine, but imagine carrying all of that up with wet equipment. So we try to take the boat there a few times a week because the reef is just amazing. We almost always see a bunch of turtles there. Also often lucky to see moray eels, rays in the sandy area. So it's just a super, super beautiful dive site, but I would definitely recommend doing it from boat.
Awesome. Well, listen, those are all the questions. And thank you for showing us that beautiful turquoise water, and have an awesome day.
Thank you so much, Doris.
Thank you, Doris, and thank you, Sarah. And thank you, Buddy Dive team. We're long-term friends and great colleagues. We always have positive clients coming back, never have any issues. So collectively, for all your hard work, we really appreciate you, and you did a great job today, and we look forward to speaking with you again in the future. And book Buddy Dive, everyone. Take care. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Eliza.
Bye-bye.
Bye.